What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Podium. So this race ended up being
I
better than
did
what I
try it.
thought.
I
It
went
was
back
cool
when
because
Hollywood said,
I had just gone
and
into
it and the
gold,
softs were grayed up.
and I immediately did some practice about for an hour.
Golly, but
Jumped in a hypercar race. I
he
think
just
it was split 3 or
he
split
just
2,
rather argue than just look at it.
and yeah, had
His
a decent
freaking
quality.
ego
I
is bigger than
qualified
his.
a P8. If you saw there, and the race was just really fun, man. I was dying to race these hypercars, but it had a really good start. As you see there, I sent it absolutely down the inside, uh, which I'm usually very cautious, but dude, I was just feeling brave there. The Ashen Martin is super fun to drive, feels stable, it turns well. But yeah, I was just having a lot of fun in this race, and there was a lot of strategy that actually came into this race. The race was pretty long; it was 40 minutes, 42 minutes, uh, and it also had a period of rain, so had a lot to work out. I was actually talking to my friends on chat, and they were basically coming up with a strategy and try to help me out since it was my first race, and they had a quite a good amount of experience driving hypercars. They've done, 4 8-hour races, 6 hour races. So yeah, versus here we lose the position once again to that Porsche that's right ahead of us, running that really nice livery. But yeah, then yeah, during this sector, I didn't have a really good run out of here because as you can see, he pulled a 1 second gap to me fairly quickly. And I don't think that was just car performance. I think that was just me too slow in the corner exits, if I were to point out. But yeah, I one thing that I noticed I was doing well, I was braking really late, even though you see me miss it there. I completely screwed that up. End up losing 2 positions there. Um, I was I was out braking people pretty well. I noticed. Um,
Right.
overall. But
This
yeah, I see that I
dude's
lose another
crazy.
position. As I say, I'm breaking people. Uh, but yeah, now we are down to P11. So the start towards the end of the lap didn't end up turning out very good, but the initial start was good. Just the beginning of lap 2 was kind of atrocious. I see there lost like 3 positions. Um, but it's a long race. It's a long race, and you just have to make sure you're just on your toes at all times. But yeah, I was just here trying to manage myself and still you think about it, I'm still learning the car. Like I've had only 1 hour of practice. This is my first hypercar race ever. Um, I had just gone into gold, and then you see there that Peugeot goes down in the outside. Actually, I brake a little later. Managed to defend well, and I actually cut back up to the Ferrari. So I was getting more comfortable, more confidence. But yeah, it was getting more and more fun because I was seeing that I was catching people and I was still in the train. But yeah, we're only in lap 3 and there's still 35 minutes left. These cars are super fast. Uh, just taking corners flat away. See there, I was a little nervous. And somehow I didn't get track limits for that. But look at the straight line speed on the slipstream here. Just absolutely insane. And I'm gonna go really late on the brakes. Down the inside once again. Kind of leave the track there. Somehow I do not get track limits and overtaken off track. So do that, and then I screw it up once again. The Ferrari goes down the inside. We're going side by side. I'm trying to keep it around the outside, but had to give it up. But yeah, I'm fighting back. I'm not being scared. I'm not being cautious. I'm being cautious, but I'm not afraid to fight. And yeah, we're still pushing. Now we're into lap 4. And you see there, my wipers turn on. So this is when it's game on. And I didn't know it was game on. I know it now, but this is game on right here. Uh, Wipers turn on, and we are now fighting for track position. So it starts to get a little slippery. Yeah, we come into the end of lap 6, and these two Ferraris pit. So I go in behind them against the advice of my race engineers, if you would say. They have a really bad pit, and you have a much better one. I gained some time to them there. but they thought it was maybe a lap too soon to pit. But this actually caused a huge overcut or undercut, if I should say, to the cars ahead. So a lot of people stayed out, and we have been driving already 6 laps. Tires are getting worn out. But look at this. We come out of the pits and we're P11. I'm driving cautious. Of course, I have to be cautious there. Um, it's raining a little harder now. See, it's getting dark. You can actually see the raindrops even more. And yeah, so now you have quite a few guys up front that are still on their sauce. But I see that I kept going straight, completely missed a braking point there. And yeah, I had to. You see, I had to slow down a lot so I don't get a penalty or anything too much. And that screwed me up because I lost a lot of time there because of that. But yeah, now I'm driving a hypercar for the first time, and I'm driving in the rain for the first time in a hypercar. And if you guys have driven the hypercars, they're extremely difficult on the braking. Um, they lock up really easy, so you have to be very concentrated at all times on the braking. But yeah, anyway, so you continue. As you see here, the track is wet. You can see the track is wet, it's shiny. Uh, but I'm actually catching people up front. I see the guy MP1 is in the pits. He stayed out with so long. He's losing all that lead that he had. So the overcut was working, but I still kind of didn't know. Uh, my f- my friends that were engineering were noticing that I was catching them really fast because
Thanks,
the
man.
track
Yeah, I'm trying. I
was
feel like
wet.
I'm
The track was
struggling,
really wet. Um,
but
but I see that people
appreciate it.
are starting to pit now, and they're stuck in the pits. You see another one is pitting again for some reason. Um, yeah, missed that corner there once again. Uh, but yeah, for we're going now we're P10. You know, now we're P9, coming past the pits, and now we're P8, and now we're P7. So the overcut was huge, and then the race leader is still out on softs. I don't know what his strategy was here, but yeah, he was still out on soft, which was crazy. And he's losing a lot of time. Just look at the delta there. He's losing a lot of time. His gap was huge, and now it's gone. That gap is completely gone, and he's down to 22 seconds. So when he pits, which I believe he pits right now, uh, he's gonna be way in the back. Doesn't matter how much fresher his tires are. He's just so far back. It's not even gonna matter. You see the Ferraris going out in the grass, in the gravel. These two collide. GT3 hypercar Ferrari crashing to each other. Yeah, I was getting kind of crazy. But you see here, the race leader ended up pitting. He's in the pits, losing a lot of time. The Ferrari in front of me spins all on his own. Unfortunate for him. But yeah, now we are in a net P6. Net P6, and that's just good. Now we're on net P5 because of the overcut in the pits to the guy that was the race leader. If I remember correctly, he lost about 45 seconds in total. About 45 seconds in total. It was insane amount of time. But yeah, we have 10
Nah,
minutes
hey,
left
bro,
into
just
this
do it.
race. Lap 13.
Literally never
And
done
now
it.
the
And I
track is
just
drying. As you see here, my wipers are off. And I have them set to automatic, so they turn
have
off on
somebody
their
pitting.
own. But yeah, my friend tells me stay out. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
We're just gonna continue
I'll
for
stay
10
out.
laps. For the next 10 minutes. Because your tires are still good. The track is still damp. You're gonna see it there in the MFD. Oh yeah, I see it here. It's the so it was damp. Um,
It's
but it
that
was
damp.
still wet. You know the wet tires are still working, but it was getting to the point where the softs are faster. But pitting and losing 40 seconds, it's not. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time to make up in seven minutes. You know, like he's still in the pits. Look how much time he's losing right now. Like I'm peeling out. You know, and he's losing. He's down to what 14 seconds. Uh, so it's uh it's getting pretty heavy, and I'm still missing breaking points. and yeah, but we're still only 7 minutes left uh, in total on this race. But yeah, coming to lap 17, and there's 1 minute left, and now we're in a net P3. And yeah, this was all overcut because people started pitting, and some
Oh,
people
the
were just
color. Oh,
slower.
okay. Yeah. The
But you
color.
see, the
I thought
guy
you were seeing
before
the
was
actual
catching,
temperatures.
and all I had to do was make sure my tires didn't overheat because the track was fully dry.
Gotcha. Yeah.
My front left was overheating in Eau
Yep.
Rouge
Yep.
and Radillon, and that was basically the biggest threat to my race here. Was making sure I didn't spin in sector one and sector two. I had to take it easy, but somehow maintain a gap to the car behind and keep him at least at 4 seconds. He wasn't gonna make up 4 seconds in one lap, but one mistake could throw that away. So that's what you sometimes have to keep in mind. You just have to keep it together, especially if you're in a good position, and just not do anything silly like here. My friends were telling me, don't take any unnecessary risk. Be safe when you're passing GT3s, and you should be all right. But yeah, there was no need for risk. And yeah, 15. I believe this is the last lap. If not, I believe there was one more lap after this. But yeah, it was pretty clean race, pretty smooth, except the few times I missed the breaking points. Nothing, nothing too crazy. But yeah, this is the final lap, and I think yeah, managed a P3 here, and I gained a huge amount of safety rating and driver rank, and I believe it was because it was in gold tier, and I finished on the podium. I went from P8 or I think or P10 to P3, and it was just all in strategy. Even though the pace was good, um, I don't think the outright pace was there for like P3 guaranteed, podium guaranteed. It was good enough to keep it if I had it, but yeah, this was a lot more strategy than anything. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss my live streams and my
Hey.
videos coming up. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.
Hey.
Bye
Let's
bye.
go. No way. No way.